this looks good.
It looks good. I like it.
Hi, everyone. I am your soul guide, Linda Krause-Barnett.
And I'm your other soul guide, Patricia Ribeiro-Wolfson. And we are so excited to be here with you today to talk to you about the results of our latest experiment from the book E-Squared by Pam Grout. And this week's experiment was called the Jenny Craig Principle. And basically, the principle was that plants can absorb your thoughts and intentions. And so the exercise or the experiment was to be more mindful of when you're eating and sort of bless your food. And Linda will give you her own methods of what she did, but basically be mindful and grateful of the food and think that it's nourishing you and loving you and fulfilling your body. And then measuring your weight, because that was the only measurable weight to see if there was any results. And the experiment said that you could potentially lose up to a pound. That was not my case. In fact, I put on a pound this week. And, you know, because we're talking about it, I will say that I found that I was not very mindful when I ate this week. This week was kind of busy, and I would find myself like sort of go running to the kitchen, grabbing food and putting it in my mouth. And then after going, oh, right, I'm super grateful for you. It feels very nourishing. Thank you so much. But it almost was an afterthought. So I did not feel like I put in the energy and the intention into my food in the way the experiment outlined. I don't know if that had anything to do with the pound. I also, ate out the last 2 nights, so maybe there's some salt, some like sodium in there, and it could be
water weight. I love water weight. That's like the best.
No, because
water weight.
Maybe tomorrow I'll come on and be like, I lost 2 pounds, which means it was water weight today, because you don't lose 2 pounds a day. Anyway, but I found that really made me think, wow, I'm really not being mindful. And I do notice, and I've been doing work on this for a long time, that I've been kinder to myself and kinder to my body. So I haven't been feeling guilty about anything that I've been eating. Like, I've been really appreciating the food and just being like, this is what I feel like, so this is what I'm going to eat. So, I have been mindful and taking an intuitive eating approach, which has worked really well for me. But I did not put that extra little step of blessing and giving gratitude to the food. So I don't know if that had anything to do with the results, but we'd love to hear from you and see what happened with you. In the meantime, Linda, why don't you share your little thing?
Yeah, I lost 2 pounds, which I'm super excited about. And I did really... I made it fun, which is like just my, and what I'm learning is, as I learn all these ways to be, and as I research and learn about people doing mindfulness work and doing consciousness work and doing meditation and trying to find how to tap into the best parts of you, trying to tap into like the authentic you, the deep down you that you came on this planet to be, trying to find that person, really is about just going inside, because that person is here, but it's hard to do. And so sometimes we seek outside guidance, right? Sometimes we say, hey, I need some help getting into me. So you get little nuggets from people. And what I find is that when you try to apply the nuggets the way other people apply them, sometimes you set yourself up for failure, right? Because the concept might be good, but I'm going to embody it in a Linda way, and the Linda way is always playful. It's always a little bit,
it's a much more
mature. It's always a little bit wonked. And I like that. And it helps me to internalize it because my inner being is more playful. So what I did is, when I looked at the food, I really paid attention to, I kind of stayed away from, the nourishment of it, although that's important, but I needed to look at it a different way. I needed for this to be more artistic. And so I looked at the food and I was like, I ate some salmon and I was like, wow, you're such a beautiful color. You're like this rosy, pinkish, orangey color. And I was like, this is so cool. And I'm going to eat you with some broccoli and I'm going to eat you with some wild rice. So then I kind of pictured all the colors, almost like tie-dyeing the inside as it went down. I was like, like finger painting, you know, when you take all these colors and you kind of blend them in. And I was like, this is so cool. I'm eating 4 different colors or 3 different colors. And as I eat it, it's just going to kind of like paint its way down my body. And I'm going to have all these beautiful colors inside. And it was just the coolest way to take the focus off of being right or wrong in what I was eating. You know, there was no longer a right or wrong. There was like, I'm going to eat you because you're beautiful. And I'm going to eat you because you look really like juicy. And I'm going to picture like the juices just hydrating my body. And I looked at it such a different way. And it was really fun. It really was. Like, I was like, I wonder what I'm going to eat next. And I wonder how I'm going to picture it going down. And it became an entity. It became, you know, like this little being. And it became really fun, playful. It did feel different going down. It kind of just, you know, it's amazing. Like, you could take yourself to these places energetically with your mind. I mean, if that's not magic, then there's no such thing. It's magic.
I'm going to have to apply your philosophy this weekend. And I am going to look at all the food that
the beer that you and I are going to drink this weekend. I'm
going to look at it as just this beautiful, like how beautiful it is. I really like that. Like, how beautiful you are. I'm going to love every minute of you because you look so juicy, or you look so beautiful, or you look so tasty. Like that I can get behind.
It's like food sex, right? It's like,
why not? You know, I love it. It's like, don't they have food porn on Instagram?
Yeah,
so yeah,
but it's also, you know, it's art. I think that as I was doing it too, because I am so childlike, I was thinking this would be great to do with kids, you know, like kids who are resistant to certain foods. And maybe they're resistant to it because all we do is tell them, like, you got to eat it. And we've kind of, there's this underlying message that if it's green, green is bad and it's a vegetable, you know, like there's all these little programmings that we've given them. But what if it's different? You know, what if it's like, you know, art, and let's see what kind of, there's just so many opportunities to reframe around the concept of food. Now, I'd like to believe that the weight loss is related to that. It doesn't really matter. It does matter. I lie. It does matter. But
for this experiment, it matters. And it doesn't matter. Maybe
but more important than that is just the reframe of like, oh, wow, this is so much more fun to you know, because I will say that I have tremendous amount of guilt or heavy feelings around some of the foods. I eat them because I'm in a rush. Like you said, I'm cooking dinner and I'm making it, and I just like kind of snack in between. I'm never hungry for the actual meal because I've done so much snacking and during the cooking process. But when you are happy about it and comfortable with it and energetically aligned to it, I don't think that, you know, your body is just as grateful to ingest it as you are to feed it. And I think that's the underlying message for this experiment.
Yes, it's like it becomes like the energetic exchange where the food, you know, is nourishing you and you're appreciating it. It becomes this beautiful reciprocal exchange. I really like how you looked at it.
Thank you. So I think too, if you have lost a pound or gained a pound or 4 or many or 10 or whatever.
No judgment, whatever.
No judgment. But if you also came up with kind of a conceptual way to look at food, or if any of the ways that we're telling you resonate with you and you're like, oh, that's cool, I want to try that, let us know. You know, we want this to be as interactive as possible, and we hope that you're doing them and getting results. And finding a connection between what you see in your physical reality, and always come back to the fact that it is there because you've created it at some point. And at some point you manifested exactly what you're seeing in front of you at this moment. And that in the very next moment, your thoughts can also redirect everything you see in your reality completely. And you may or may not want that, but the possibility, the infinite possibility of choices that you have is always right in front of you.
Yeah.
And I think that's like the major takeaway for me.
Yes, yes. Thank you. I really like how you put that.
Please, 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 if you're following, if you trust us, if you love us, if you are inspired by us, if you think we're funny, if we make you laugh, doesn't matter. If you just think we're hot, whatever your reason for watching us, do us both a favor. Go to YouTube, go to Soul Seekers TV, like our page, subscribe to Soul Seekers TV, click the little bell, ding dong. It'll notify you when we're on. And our first episode is coming. We are so freaking thrilled. And then there's more behind that. We have an amazing season all ready to come out. So it's worth looking into. Please, please, please. It is going to make your life better, and it is worth your time.
Yes, it is definitely worth your time. And at the very least, you can watch us laugh like the whole show.
Really, like, and we have good laughs. Like, we have entertaining laughs.
Yes, it's true. And we laugh at just about everything that happens. So,
That's
yeah,
true.
make sure you sign up.
You'll hear our British accents.
What?
They'll hear our fake British accents.
Oh, yes, that's in the first episode. You'll hear our terrible British accents in our first episode. So please sign up and keep at it. Keep at these experiments with us. We have 2 more, right? We have 2 more experiments to go with this book. So we will talk to you on Monday. We'll have our next experiment, number 8. And then the week after is number 9. And then after that, we launch our show. So stay tuned. Check us out on our Facebook page for our lives.
And we are also together this weekend, so look for us on Facebook because we're going to come to you live with all our shenanigans and good stuff. So stay tuned for that.
Cool. So we will see you soon. Thanks.
Bye, everybody. Happy soul seeking. Bye.